Hey guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales, in less than 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and dive right on into it. What's our subject for today? Selling, working in retail, what is the job? What did he say? I said selling, working in retail, what is the job? I've been in sales in one form of capacity since the 80s. This is a long time. And I'm going to tell you what, I did get a great opportunity for many years and with many different companies to work in retail. And I'm going to tell you what, retail isn't what you think. A lot of times people think that it's people coming into your business and they buy stuff. Well, it is. But see, the other part is you got to know how to sell stuff, because there's so many different places where you can go and buy stuff online. And if you got a brick and mortar type place and business, you got to have people that are competent. You got to have people that'll say hello. And remember, when customers walk through the door, just say hello. We're glad you're here. And a lot of times, just kind of let them look around, especially if you have a smaller shop or a smaller store. But here's the thing. If you got like a nice showroom, you got to be polite. You got to have your basic instructions. You got to have your great introduction. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to our store. I know you guys were thinking about maybe getting something, but let me tell you a little bit about what we have to offer in our store as far as, hey, we got a sale going on, 0 interest promotion. We got financing. That would be in a bigger store. Now, if you're in a regular store, general store, and you got retail, you kind of want to be polite to the customer. If you say, can I help you are you looking for something? They'll always go, no, I'm just looking. See, what they're doing is they're looking for somebody to sell them something. They just don't know it yet, but they want to buy something. They love to browse. They kind of like to look and watch people. They'll nest on something. They'll hold something. They'll rub it together in their hands. They'll kind of figure out thinking, man, can I get this? What can I do? And if you got financing or some type of credit card or something they can use, that's always a nice way for people to buy higher end products. But if you don't and you work in a smaller environment, retail is a really good business. Like I said, I worked in it from the top end to the bottom end. It's a great introductory opportunity to get into sales, especially if you have very limited skills. You don't have a lot of background in sales. But when you start doing it, you're asking good questions of the customers. Where are you planning on wearing that? Where are you planning on using that? How many people are going to be using that? Are you planning on taking this somewhere? What are you going to be using it for? And see, what you're doing is you're opening up the customer to have a conversation. They'll let their hair down a little bit, kind of relax a little bit, and they'll share stuff. See, a lot of times when you buy stuff from people, it's because they're personable. They're not rude, obnoxious. They're not pushy or anything. They're just more generally interested in what you're wanting to get. And that's being really good as a retail salesperson. Remember, when you're in retail, people are there to want to buy something. A lot of times it's just impulse purchasing. Sometimes they really have a need and they want to buy something. So our simple job as a retail person is to help them invest, help them get something, and don't push it down their throat. Now, remember, if you have some high-end products and stuff, make sure you learn all about your products. You learn the basics, the fundamentals, ask questions, learn, and see, retail sales is a good platform for you to eventually maybe become a manager. Or there's different regional managers, there's different levels that you can get into. I mean, some stores, they have different departments, so you can become a department head. You can learn how to put things up, how to use things, how to make things work properly in your stores. And a lot of times people, when they get into selling things in this regard, it makes a whole lot of sense that they learn the basics. And when you come on as a salesperson in a retail environment, be open and willing to learn. You want to hire people who are go-getters. And sometimes people that are kind of quiet can be really, really good people, but you want to be able to have people that are salespeople that are okay and saying, hey, did you want to go ahead and get that? My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I've been in sales, like I said, a long time, and I've helped a lot of people get a lot of stuff. And when in retail, it's such a great environment, it's such a great place, because the key to success in retail is to be not overly pushy, but you got to say, hey, did you want to get that? Hey, did you like that? What are you folks thinking about getting? Did you see something in an ad? You got to talk to the customer customer, you've got to bring them on board to say, hey, listen, we're here to sell something. We're not here to hurt you or push you, but we know that you want to buy something. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy, and we just had a very simple subject, which is selling, working in a retail job. What is the job? The job is to sell something, guys. And if you don't sell anything, the company can go out of business and you can lose that cool, cushy job. Or you may decide, hey, I'm here. I'm going to learn as much as I can because I know that I have the opportunity to move to the next level. And retail, it's a really good starting place because you can get once you're finished with that, if you decide to go into corporate or if you decide that you want to go into the business realm, we're going business to business, door to door, it is a good platform for you to learn how to have conversations and learn how to sell and get the basics and the fundamentals down. So go out there and sell something. Remember, retail, it's a pretty good place and it's a great place to start, especially if you're new to sales. All right.